Okay, let me start. And last day we discussed about the networking devices and about NIC, network switch, and also about the router and gateway, hopefully. And then today we have to discuss about some of the technologies like, so what are the, so we have already discussed about this, but just summarizing this. So we have learned few type of networks previously. So these are the network types that we have learned, network devices that we have learned. And so generally we have learned about not everything, but we have learned about these networks. So what is LAN basically? Right? What is local area network? What is local area network? Yes. You have to talk, right? What is local area network?
So you can take the internet connection.
A network within a small geographical area. A network within a small area we call local area networks. Generally, I just want you to remember these terms. That's why, right? So LAN means a network within a small geographical area. Example, you can say a room, building, or maybe a shop, lab. So those are local area network, small geographical areas. And what is PAN? What is PAN? What is PAN?
Personal area network.
Personal area network. What is personal area network? A network within a personal area. So example, you can say DAN, desktop area network, is also a personal area network. Or connect mobile to laptop. So when you connect mobile to laptop, it will create a personal area network. Or connect two mobile phones, it will create a personal area network. Those are temporary kind of networks. And what is WLAN? WLAN. What is that? WLAN. We didn't discuss that, but just to know whether you know the term, what is WLAN?
Wireless local area network.
Yes, it's wireless LAN. Wireless local area network. So same wired network, same kind of local area network you can create using wireless technology. For an example, if you turn on hotspot in your mobile hotspot here, if you turn on that hotspot, how many devices you can connect to the normal mobile hotspot? Normally, how many devices? Mobile phone hotspot killer Wi-Fi hotspot. If you turn on the hotspot, how many devices? Typically, how many devices you can have?
10.
10. Yes, you can connect around 10 devices. So it supports 10 devices, basically 9, because including your mobile, it's 10. Right, that is the current standard, but in future it will be some different value, but typically it's 10. So that is also a WLAN, wireless LAN. Okay, then what is MAN? What is MAN?
Metropolitan area network.
Sorry? Metropolitan, or you can say municipal area network, metropolitan or municipal. So a network within a city. A network within a city. Right, then what is SAN? SAN? What is SAN? LAN, WLAN, WAN, MAN. Yes, SAN?
Storage area.
Storage area network. You connect storages. storage devices. You have SAN or NAS. Right? SAN or NAS. So what is NAS? Network access storage. Right? SAN is storage area network. And so, in the other hand, NAS, SAN and NAS. Right? So there are two things. Here you can see SAN. SAN is storage area network. Basically, to the network, you are connecting the storage devices. Then you call SAN. So intention of SAN is to connect storage, shared storage devices, dedicated network, and this is raw storage, fast but costly. You can see the network devices are connected to the, and this other way, network attached storage. So there's a network. And so shared storage devices over shared network. Here also shared storage devices over dedicated network. So here network is dedicated, right? Dedicatedly in. So basically SAN network is dedicated. So Google like people, Google like large organizations are using SAN. So this is dedicated network. That network device, the storage devices are dedicatedly connected to the network. But this is not dedicated. So it's just the network storage is shared. The storage is shared. Right? So this you can also do that. NAS. That means I have hard disk, I'm sharing with the network. There is NAS. Right? So I have to discuss both. That's why I'm telling, right? SAN and NAS. So this is best. No need to learn this much because in your syllabus you don't have this much. So, but when you discuss about the network, so you should know there are two things: SAN and NAS. SAN කියලා කියන්නේ Google වගේ කට්ටිය. So it's Google like the larger organizations. They are having dedicated storage network. You can then, so you can say when, so how many Google accounts created per day? The recent check, have you checked recently? Google accounts per day. How many Google or Gmail accounts per day? So what do you think? So you can just browse, right? How many Google accounts, how many Gmail accounts are created per day, right? So this is statistics. Statistically, you can find this. So I'm not going to give the answer because that need to be searched and find. Anyway, so more than 100,000. More than 100,000. I don't know the recent figure because I have not searched. More than 100,000 accounts are created. Right? So each of these account needs space. Tomorrow also you can create a Gmail. Next day also you can create a Gmail. So always you need space. So space need to be keep growing. Space digatama draw වේගෙන යන්න ඕන. So you need a dedicated storage network. So that is SAN. But in other way, NAS. NAS means you have the network. Okay. When you want to share your device or NAS device, when you have some storage, extra storage, or you can also take some extra storage and you can share between the computers. That is NAS. Right? I think you understood the concept of SAN and NAS. SAN is like it's costly network. NAS is not much costly. You can create ad hoc way. Right, then so another thing, okay, LAN, WAN. So we discuss WLAN, WAN, MAN, SAN, CAN, PAN. So what is CAN? CAN. What is CAN? Yes. What is CAN?
Controller area network.
Yeah, it is controller area network. So basically, inside a ship, aeroplane, car, or satellite, or kind of machinery. So you have these networks. So that is inside a single controllable area. So those are called the control area network, but there's another term, CAN. So Columbia University, they are referring to campus area network too. But more common term is controller area network. And what is GAN? So WAN is wide area network. Network within a large geographical area or within different geographical areas. So we call WAN. So what is GAN? GAN. So some another term, GAN. What is that network? Yes? Try. So what is GAN? Yes? No idea. We have not discussed. I know that. We have not discussed about GAN. Yes? So that is called generative adversarial networks. Right? Generative adversarial network. So you can search that, right? You can search that. So what is this network? But anyway, it's not there in your syllabus, don't worry. So it's not there in your syllabus. You can search this GAN, right? The term GAN, you can search and learn about that. And so there are some other networks also. And so today, so topic is, I think we have not discussed about firewall. Yes, we have not discussed about firewall. And today's plan is to discuss about firewalls first. Right. Before discussing the firewalls, so I would like to ask, right, we learn about different type of networks. We learn about different size of network. Personal area network, you have physical boundary within, it's controllable. Local area network, you can see, you can control, you can see what's happening. WLAN also you can see. But when it comes to these metropolitan area networks and wide area networks, can you see everything in your eyesight? Can you see everything?
No, sir.
So which is most, so which is less secure? Is it PAN or WAN? So which is less secure, you think? What do you think? Is it PAN, personal area network, or WAN? So that is a general question, right? So which is less secure? It is obviously WAN, because it's a network within different geographical areas. You can't control the geographical boundaries. For an example, so think about internet. Right, internet. So is it legal to put pornographic content into the internet? Is it legal to put pornographic content to the internet? So what do you think in Sri Lanka? Is it legal?
Illegal.
Illegal. So, but there are some countries, they accept that. There are some countries, the public nudity is accepted. There are some countries, pornography is accepted. Right? So that is the challenge. So internet cannot restrict that, because in Sri Lanka, right? In Sri Lanka, according to Sri Lankan law, so there are some illegal things. But when in another country, it's legal. In another country, it's legal. So how can you control that? When you have the geographical boundary, you have these social, ethical like issues. So you have to always protect, if you have a local area network, you have to protect from the WAN. WAN is the threat because WAN is uncontrolled. You have to protect the internal network from the wide area network because we don't know what kind of people are there in wide area network. So you have to control. Here line. So basically, firewall is the place. Firewall is used to control. Actually, it's a wall between your LAN and your WAN. In your computer also, you have firewall. Have you seen that? Okay, I'll give you a chance. Can someone share? Share your screen? So who's using Windows? Can somebody share the screen quickly? Right, please, quickly. Satira, can you? Or someone else, please. I just want. Okay. So it seems you don't want. Is it? Right, okay. Okay, thank you, Akib, for sharing. And I just want to see, yes, firewall. So how you can see the firewall, you can just close this first. Please close this. And search for firewall. Go to, yes, go there and search for firewall. And then you can see, so, right. Just go to the firewall. Apo search karan, please search again. And you can see Windows Defender Firewall. So please go to the, yes, that one, Windows Defender Firewall. That is the default firewall in your one. So you can see here that now currently the firewall is off. Firewall is off. This so it says these settings are being managed by the vendor application ESET Internet Security. So might be due to that, or you have manually turned off the firewall. So firewall is basically, it's in your computer also. Is it a software or hardware firewall? What do you think? Is it a software or hardware?
Software.
Yeah, firewall is a software, but there are some hardware firewalls also, right? So in advanced networks, you have hardware firewalls, two kinds of firewalls. So that is software firewall and hardware firewall. Basically in software firewall, it's like a gate. It's protecting your computer from the external traffic, right? So hardware firewall do the same, right? Hardware firewall also, it's doing the same. Okay, let's shift back to my one. Right, please write down the heading firewall. So I'll quickly go through this, but after discussing the last device firewall, right? Firewall. It can be hardware or software implementation, or both. It's protecting your computer or your network mainly from the external traffic. But it can also control external traffic, but it can also control the traffic which is going out. Which is going out, traffic which is going out. It can control that traffic too. So basically controlling, it's basically controlling the external traffic, but it can also control the traffic which is going out. We can set rules in firewall. Basically, it has ports, and these ports are similar to gates. Example, port 80 for web, port 21 so there are different ports, so let me show this. I cannot remember all the ports in firewall. So there are 65,000, like big amount of, right? So very big amounts. So, or you can just say ports and tasks. There are like 65,536 ports. You can see, but these are more common ports, right? So these are well-known or common ports, but there are many ports. There are many other ports also. Here, so you can see port 80 is for HTTP or web. And so this is important for your syllabus. This is very important. And this is important. DNS port 53 and FTP and FTP. So commands and FTP, this one, and email SMTP 25, that is also important. And SSL or HTTPS, that is also important. So no need to write down all. So let's write down these 20 and 21 for, basically 21 is enough, right? 21 or 20, that is for file transfer. This is for HTTP. 21 and 20 both for file transfer. And port 53 is for DNS, domain name system. And port 443 is for SSL TLS, or you can say HTTPS. So HTTP secure version. And yes, email port 25 for SMTP. So these are important ports. So I think, yes, I have covered everything. Yes, 2021 and SMTP 53, 80 for web, and this is for, yeah, other ports are also important, but not much, right? So these are the well-known ports. So what do you think? Which gates are open? Which ports are open normally? In your computer, which ports are open? Yes? Do you think port 80 is open in your computer? Or closed? Port 53 open or closed? Port 443 open or closed? What do you think? Yes. Ports can a gate. A gate වලින් තමයි services එන්නේ. These gates are for different services. So port 80 වලින් එන්නේ එක service එකක්. That service is not normally coming from other gates. So it's like highway gates. So this is for this is for auto vehicles, and this is ETC customers, and this is for MTC customers. You have different gates. Yeah, port එකේ තියෙන්නේ. What do you think? So I need your idea. Port 80 open the closed? Yes or no?
Open.
Yeah, it's open. Why? Because you need to access web. Port 80 is normally open. You need to access web. Port 53 is open because you need to access DNS. Port 443 is open. You need to access HTTPS. These gates are normally open. So in your firewall also, these gates are open, but some gates are closed.
So
Right.
then if the internet is not connected,
Sorry?
if the internet is not connected,
Can you repeat?
if the internet is not connected,
Yeah, if those are not, yes, if those are not open, you can't connect. So that is the basic. If those gates are not open, you can't connect. So that's why you have to open these gates. Okay, let's see. Right. So I'm going to create so maybe I can create small VPAs and show you the connectivity issue. So let's create small VPAs, and I'm going to show you the connectivity issue using this VPAs. So let's go to this, and okay, I'm going to log into my Huawei Cloud account. Okay, and I'm going to create a small server there. So this is a virtual private server because this is not a real server. It's just a virtual private server. I'm going to this and I'm going to create Elastic Cloud Server. So which is a VPS, virtual private server. And for this this server, I just need, I'm going to buy ECS. Then, okay, be a month. I need per pay per use. For usage, I need to pay. So I'm going to, yes. Select Singapore region, and yeah, I'm going to create 2 CPU, 4 GB memory. So this is enough because a cheaper one I need because I have to spend more otherwise. You can see the general settings, and let's move down. And okay, I just need to install. So you can select which OS you need, right? So I need to install a family OS. I just need Windows. And in the Windows also, I'm setting up Windows Server 2019 data center. Okay. Right, then, yeah, basic. Also security, I need basic, and you can disable or enable. And general purpose SSD, I'm using SSD hard disk, and this is my ECS. And next I'm going to configure the network. In the network also, I'm going to select, this is the default settings. Let's select, and I need automatically assign IP address. So it is possible to add 11 NICs, but I'm going to add only, so just having 1 NIC is enough. I can add more, right? But I think this is enough, because if I need to subnet and do create a proxy, so I can add another NIC, right? And I'll show this like later. So then you can see these ports.
NIC is full form.
Sorry?
NIC is full form.
NIC?
Full form.
So can you send to the chat? So your line is not clear. I don't know why. Okay, now you can see some port, TCP 22 port, 3389 port, NIC, yes. NIC means, last day we discussed this. NIC means network interface card, network card, interfaces, number of interfaces. Last day we discussed that, right? So, and these are the IP version 4. These are the ports available, and auto assigning is okay. EIP. IP, they're asking whether to assign this auto or not. Right, I'm going to use a free package. Okay, that's it, and I'm going to create okay, the next. Okay, then they're asking the password. I'm just going to put the password, and so there's a policy to password. I'm putting password. Yeah, okay, I have given a password, and I just need no need of backups because I just want to create this. Okay. No need to configure. I'm just creating this. Okay, done. Yes, I'm confirming. And it will create my computer. I'm asking whether, yes, these configurations are okay, and it will create. So you can see here, virtual private, this is VPC IP, and the subnet IP. I have taken another one. Right, I'll show the usage next. Then I'm going to create, okay, read the agreement. Okay, I have read, but I have not read actually, sorry. I'm cheating. Next. Okay, done. So now my machine should be created, the request submitted, and yes, let's go back to the ECS list. And you can see this Elastic Cloud Server is creating now. And you can see the IP address of that. This is private IP. We learned what is private IP. Come on, guys. What is private IP? Yes, private IP and public IP. We learned that. Sachini, what is private IP? Can't remember. Private IP means IP given for the particular local area network, right? So that is, so we can't use that IP. So this IP is for the local area network. This is how your LAN recognize you. This is how your local area network recognize you. And this is how your WAN recognize. This is public IP. 19, so this is my public IP. And now this is available. And you can try to ping this. Computer can try to ping this. I'm going to ping PING. That means I'm going to send a SendMP. Right? Sorry, ICMP message, and see here it's failing. Can you tell me whether it's passing or failing? So you can see the IP, right? 191.198.184.236. How to do this? You can go to the command prompt and type the same command. Okay, so if you don't know, can someone again share the screen? Because I just want to show this to others. Can someone help again? Akib, again, can you help? Please share it. I'll tell you the IP. Okay, go to the command prompt. Please show the steps, right? Close this and please go to the command prompt. Okay, don't close the sharing screen. So just go. Okay, now you can see, right? Search for CMD. Yes, now you have the command prompt. Okay, go there. Others can also do this. Then type PING, and the IP address is 119.8.184.184.236 is the IP. 236 is the IP. Yes, 236. Others also can try this command and press enter. And if it is okay, press enter. And so you can see it's not successful. It's failing. It's not allowed. But you know, I have created this server, and this server is having this public IP. But why this is failing? Why this is failing? So that is my question. Okay, so let me give the answer for this. Here you can see this is okay. And I'm going to remote login to this. Let's remote login to this computer. Remote login. And it's asking me, okay, this is my server, it's on now. I can send all control delete to that. And it's asking the password. Okay, I have typed the password and it's login to the server. Right now, server is on. Okay, I just asking the network. So no, just don't want to connect now there. So now you can see the server. So this is my server. This is the one, and network is on. You can see. Right. Try to connect it now. So again, try to connect using the same command. I'm typing the same command, ping, then the same IP again, and no response. Can you try and tell me? Are you getting any response from the IP?
Sir, could you put the IP address?
IP address is this. 119.8.184.236 is the IP address. Is in the chat also. Is in the chat also. Is it responding or not responding?
Not responding, sir.
Not responding. Okay. So let me check whether is it really my IP address. I'm going to Google. So I'm not in Sri Lanka. I'm in my virtual private server, another country. So I'm accessing Google and asking Google, hey Google, tell me what is my IP? And Google is telling your IP is this. This is my public IP. You should be able to access, but it is not. Right? So let me do one thing. I'm going to go here. I'm checking the Windows Defender Firewall. And this is, here you can see public network firewall is on. And I'm going to turn off the firewall. Let's turn off the firewall for public networks. Now try it. Now just try it. I'm trying it. Okay, still not giving a good response. No. Can you try and let me know? Are you getting a response?
Sir, no.
Are you getting a response? No. Oh, yes.
No.
So you have a chat? No, still not. Okay. Firewall, I'm going to check the status of the firewall. Okay, this is the status and it's off. Right. So what do you think? Why it is not responding?